Everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make these super pretty bows, and basically it's a tux bow nested in a half pinwheel, and I make these using my templates, which I have wooden versions, and this is a super pretty 2-inch version, and I've also done it in, excuse me, I've not heat sealed my edges on that one, apologies. And I've done a really pretty 3-inch version as well here on a bigger template, obviously. And the set that I have that I'm using in this tutorial is a set that's been designed by my friend Siobhan from Cheverella's hair bows and tutorials. You can get a set of 3 for £10, and it's 6 sizes, and you get large, medium and small, and it's 5.5, 4-inch and 3 inches, which translates into 7, 6 and 5 inches when you use the opposite way. And I'm going to be using the 4-inch template today with 1.5-inch ribbon, and in the description I will tell you which ribbon sizes to use with which templates. Basically, you can play a little bit depending on how you want the bows to sit yourself, but these are sort of the ones that work the best for me. And with the templates, I don't tend to measure things, so I will show you how to work out the exact sizes that you need for each template using the methods that I use, because like I said, I tend to leave them on the rolls like this, and I'm going to do a little ice creamy type one for summer on the 1.5-inch ribbon, and like I said, that's on the 4-inch template. And as you can see, I've got some holding pins here as well, because we'll need them in just a second. Just put that out of shot for a minute. But what we do is always leave about an inch over that side, like so, and then wrap, so that's over that point here, wrap round, make sure you've got about the same amount this side as you have that side, which is, like I said, about an inch, and cut that excess off. And then I just put my band back on my ribbon. Pop that out of the way, no one wants to see that. So like I said, make sure it's all nice and flat to your template, like so. This is what you want it to look like. So that's your back, and this is your front. So like I said, you've got the lines at an ever so slight angle. Okay, and then to work out how much you need for your little tux bow in the middle, this is how I do it. So you wrap it round, like so, and you want just a little bit extra over. So basically I do this and then cut that. Like so. And like I said, it works on all sizes, so if you did the 2-inch on the 5-inch template, you'd use the exact same method, like I said, about an inch over, wrap round this exact same way, and then you do exactly the same with the tux bow bit that we do here. And like I said, it works on every size, and you'll get the right size every single time. That's one of the other reasons that I like templates, because like I said, you don't need to measure. Like I said, you can do your production line, you can wrap, cut, wrap, cut, wrap, cut, and once you've wrapped your first one, you've got your measurements, and you can use those to base all your other cuts if you're doing like a little production line. And we're going to turn this into a tux. So as you saw, fold it in half and heat crease your centre, and then all we're going to do is about ½ centimetre over that side, and the same on this side, just so we've got like something for our stitch allowance to go through when it's pinned on here. Okay, and then pin that through the front. Then what you want to do is, as you can see, you can sort of naturally see where the halfway point is on your ribbon. because you want this bit to be halfway, and I will just get the ruler and show you. The total width is 3 inches, and as you can see we've got an inch that side and an inch that side, so when you're putting this on the template you sort of naturally automatically go to put that in the middle. And then we just clip this down, and this is just purely while we're putting our stitches in. It's not any sort of major reason for it. So just put those clips on. And as you can see, it's just slightly over, or if you wanted to, you can do it slightly smaller, depending on what you actually prefer. And then I've got my doubled needle and thread, and this is extra strength Gutermann thread. And we start from above, sorry. 1, and I won't count. I will put the stitches in and I will take it off the template and I will show you and mark exactly where the stitches are so you can see. Because with these nested ones, where you get your stitches over these 2 pattern bits is very, very important. So once you've got your first stitch in, you can take that out of the way. And like I said, my favourite thing about this, because this gap's so narrow, it keeps your stitches very, very centred, and you don't have to overthink about accidentally going off to one side or the other and unbalancing your bow. Like I said, still try and keep your stitches nice and even. And then, like I said, we started our last stitch down. So our first stitch down, so our last stitch should always be up. And what I'll do is, while it's on the template, I'll clearly mark these front stitches with my pen so you can see nice and easy. Because it'll be hidden in my centre. And for the sake of you guys learning, I prefer you to be able to see nice and clearly. Okay, so hopefully that's nice and clear, as you can see. In, over, middle, over, out. And that's what you want it to be on these ones. You want it to be over that line, because that's the bit where it nests when we pull it together, and the same on this side. And your other side, in a second, you'll be able to see 1, 2, 3, 4. And like I said, I will mark those with my pen again in a second when we take this off the template. So we can move all the clips. And you just slip it off your template like so. And I will mark them this side so you can see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is your back stitches. Obviously when they're cinched together they'll be more evenly lined up, but you'll be able to see. And also you can see here that's not quite straight, so we're just going to cut that. Better. And the other thing you can do at this point before you cinch everything, so if you get your ruler, that's perfect 1 inch over, and that's perfect 1 inch over. So when you're cutting down your angles, it'll be all nice and even, which is what we want. So pop that back over this side, and then can you see that's where the first nest is in? Squeeze it down, and as you can see it's pulling in that side, and that's the other side of the nest. And then you pinch together and you should have 2 creases, almost 4, because you get these little lips either side on this side, and then your 2 creases in the centre. But like I said, it looks like 4. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And then wrap around your centre, and you'll still be able to see your crease on your tucks. And then stitch off in back as normal. On the bigger versions, obviously on this one, we do slightly less stitches. On the bigger ones, you want to do slightly more, but you still want to get your sort of last stitches. You first one in, and you one of them over the pattern ribbon or your other colour ribbon in the centre. That is the trick to get it to nest nicely. So like I said, we can cut this off. That's all stitched off in the back. And I'm going to attach this to a bobble. I've got this pink seamless one just here. And I'm also going to curve down my edges. You can leave them at angles or you could cut spikes, it's entirely up to you. I like a nice gentle curve. Like I said, it's all personal taste. Don't forget to heat seal it like I didn't on my big 3-inch one. Again, we'll do a gentle curve down this side and heat seal that. And I've got the corresponding 9mm for the centre as well, so just going to heat seal that end. Then we want a touch of glue just here. Pop my bobble right where the seam is on the back, and then use the excess glue to fold the ribbon over the back. And then we want to wrap round at least twice. Make sure you go in directly on top of the original wrap when you do it the second time. There you go. Cut that little extra off. Always remember to heat seal. And then glue a little dot just here. And there you go. And that is a little ice cream version of the half nested, half pinwheel tux bow. Like I said, it is super cute. They are perfect for pigtail sets in the 1.5 and the 2-inch versions. The 3-inch versions are really great for like big ponytails, things like that. Like I said, you can play around with your templates. Like I said, this is quite a squat version, but if you did it on the 6-inch instead of the 5-inch template, it'd be wider and a bit longer. So like I said, you can play around with your sizes and work out what's best for you. Like I said, that's the 3-inch version, 1.5-inch version, and the super pretty 2-inch version. And like I said, if you want these particular templates I use, I will put all the links in the description below. You can pick them up in America and other countries as well, but have a look in your individual sort of bow help groups, and there'll probably be people in there that can sort of give you better advice on your sort of countries, local suppliers for things like that. So like I said, have a look in those kind of groups. They're always great for sort of helping and learning you and developing your bow making skills. Like I said, thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this really useful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and if you need any more help at all, I've got links to my Facebook group and my Facebook page. I'm always about if you need any questions answering about any of the bow shapes, and as you've seen before, if I've made them in multiple sizes, I will put any changes to the technique, and like I said, which template suits which ribbon size best and things like that for you all in the description, so you don't have to go looking for them if you've missed them in the video. So thank you for watching, bye!